going on, everybody? We're live right now with Dion Rogers, my brother. I got my uncle over here, Retro Crypto.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a whole live stream today. We got 2 people in here streaming so far, so I guess we'll wait till we get some more people to get stuff started. But I guess we can explain like what we're going to be going over today, all the other stuff that we're going to be going over. From Hex.
Cardano. I love Cardano.
Yeah, Cardano too. And Proton. I know Dion's big on Proton, so
yeah, you can talk about Proton and Helium and stuff like that.
Who's Proton?
Yeah.
Proton's got some real possibilities.
Yeah, and Baby Doge too with the swap.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to be here. I want to thank you for inviting me. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no problem. I guess we can wait until some more people get in, but yeah, we only got one live viewer so far.
How many?
Just one right now. It's probably gonna take a little bit, but
yeah,
it usually takes a little bit for people to join in. But yeah, once they join in, we'll have all the stuff pulled up for them, so we can be going over stuff.
Well, while we're waiting for the viewers to come in, I forgot to look into it. Is it true that China had a coup yesterday?
They had what yesterday?
I saw it this morning on Twitter, but I forgot to look into it further. But I found a few articles on it, but it wasn't substantiated yet that there was actually a coup d'etat. You know, when a general basically takes over the government.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear. Let me look. I'm gonna look on. Let me go ahead and look into Google real quick, because I mean that's the kind of stuff that I think a lot of people they don't think about that really affects the crypto market.
Yeah.
Like geopolitical events.
Yeah, macro stuff.
Yeah,
macroeconomics. Yeah, everything has a cost. Let's see what is in here. Nah, it's kind of weird that it's not being talked about. It could be rumor. It could be a rumor, but they had there was no flights over China. There was none. It was really weird.
Well, buy the rumor, sell the news. So
yeah, buy Cardano. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It could have been a rumor about it, but if it's not, that's huge.
Yeah, it could just be a rumor. But yeah, I guess. All right, we're starting to get some more people in here. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. So yeah, that's probably going to be bad for the crypto market. It's going to be something that makes everything go down. Just like with the Russia war with Ukraine.
Yeah, I think it would be bigger news than this. It may have just been a rumor or not the full truth kind of deal.
Yeah.
But they're quasi-communists. They can do whatever they want to each other.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess we can get started with some of the other stuff here. So what should we go over first? I think maybe Hex. You already got the Hex screen up, so I guess we can talk about Hex first. And exactly what we got up here.
All right. Well, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Richard Hart and the Hex project. If you haven't heard about Hex, it's here to stay. It's awesome. There's Pulse Chain that's going to be released, which is going to be an advanced version of the Ethereum blockchain. So it's going to be a hard fork of the Ethereum blockchain, but it's going to be better. Put it like that, much better and cheaper. A lot cheaper, because right now Ethereum is cheap, but it's really not that cheap if you really think about the next bull market. The recent what is it, ETH 2.0 now? The next bull market, the prices are going to be the same. So when you go trade, say you brought something for. Anyway, I'm babbling a little bit, but you guys already know all this. I love Hex, and I want to talk about Hex pricing. And excuse me, I'm not used to this. I'm just used to having my set script and just covering stuff. But let's take a quick peek here at the Hex. Right now I'm using Market Cipher. It's on TradingView. It's a knockoff version of it. So you don't have to pay like $1,200, $1,800 for it. But with this knockoff version, I currently have it set on the 4-hour chart. I like the 4-hour chart. If you go any shorter than that, it's only good for traders like Dion right there. Dion loves to trade. But we'll take a quick peek at Hex here with the 4-hour chart. And we'll start with the Cipher A chart, and you'll see that we have a The yellow X's stand for potential manipulation in the market, which there seems to be quite a bit going on right now. Now, right here on September 18th, you see that we fired off with a blood diamond and a sell signal. That's horrible, and it did drop substantially from that point. Currently, we're sitting at with a change from previous trend, a bullish continuation, a buy, a bearish continuation, just one bearish continuation. So actually, Hex is looking slightly bullish right now when I look at the chart on the Cypher A chart. Now, if you look at the Cypher B chart here, which is a little bit trickier to read, right here, this is all right. Let's start with the center here. There's a little bit of hint of green right there. That stands for positive cash flow into the market, so that's a very good thing. The volume was up for Hex, which is yellow. Right now, it's like into the neutral territory. And right here, this is the momentum. The momentum is looking really good, but it's looking like it's about to top out and start to pull back downward. Now we drop down to the 2-hour chart. Yep, there it goes. It's starting to pull backwards. And I don't want to go under 2 hours because Dion will go out and trade this. Isn't that right, Dion?
No, hands off.
Pull back.
Yeah. So for Hex, what kind of exchanges can people get Hex on? Like centralized exchanges?
Centralized Hex is not on a centralized exchange.
Okay.
All right. Right now, Hex pretty much you have to use a DEX, a decentralized DEX like Uniswap. Just pick one. There's a ton of them out there at this point.
Yeah. So the Ethereum fees, though, the Ethereum fees on Hex. I know.
Well, the Ethereum fees on Hex are cheap right now because they're just cheap because we're in the middle of a bear market. But when things kick off on the Ethereum side of things, I remember the was it 2021? Yeah, 2021. I remember my fee. I had purchased a lot of things for like $200 here, $200 there. Those projects did like 3x's, but the problem was I would be up $600, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything because they wanted $250, $300. At one point, they wanted $400 in fees on Ethereum, and that's where Richard Hart came into effect because he created Hex, and that's where Pulse Chain came about. I know some people had a great opportunity to, how would you say, to take part in Pulse Chain, right, Dion?
I sacrificed.
You sacrificed?
Yeah. I sacrificed some Ethereum.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just missed out on Pulse X.
That was the worst thing to sacrifice. I think you got like 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally watched the video. He didn't watch the video.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any Hex yet?
Nah, I haven't got any X.
Nah.
Yeah. Only because it's on Ethereum and the fees. I don't like the fees on Ethereum, so I don't really touch Ethereum stuff.
Pulse Chain's going to fix that. So when Pulse Chain goes live, remember, you're going to get like right now would be a great time to purchase some Hex. But the trick is, I don't know when a snapshot takes place or has already taken place. So that's the trick with that. But you're going to get a copy of everything that is on Ethereum blockchain. You're going to get a copy of that on the Pulse Chain, and it'll be like P Hex. So you already had Hex there, you'll now have P Hex, but you'll have P everything else too. So it's going to be quite interesting. Right now, with what is it, ETH POW? That's what it is, right?
Oh yeah, the proof of work.
Yeah,
now it's proof of
yeah.
stake.
They that's a good example of what it's kind of going to look like. But the catch with the Ethereum proof of work network is it doesn't have the support behind its community, whereas Hex has a huge community that's going to go all in. So the fees will get fixed. It's going to be exciting times.
Yeah, I see. It's kind of strong like the Baby Doge community because something about Baby Doge, you'll always see them popping all over the place on Twitter, inside everybody's comments, always spamming stuff in the comments. Even CZ Binance said something about that, talking about how you thought we were bots.
I would admit Baby Doge has a lot of following. It almost feels like XRP a little bit. So kudos to you guys. Standing by your project instead of bouncing project to project to project.
Yeah. I'll bring up the screen here for Baby Doge though, because a lot of people are curious where it's going. So a lot of people don't like to talk about when like a cryptos are about to go down or like whenever we're about to go into an even stronger bear market. But I think we're probably about to go way lower inside of all these cryptos, and I actually think Bitcoin is probably about to go back down to 14,000, which is an unpopular opinion, but that's where our strongest support is, around 14,000. So
I think you're dead on the money there. Yep,
yeah,
I agree.
14,000, and the lower side maybe even 11 if it goes that low. But yeah, I think it's going to be hitting somewhere around there. But we should have a nice pump after we get down to that level, but we'll probably be trading sideways for a while after that. So yeah, that's what I think is probably going to come up next for that. But as for altcoins, that probably have the most potential, I would definitely say Hex was probably one of those that has a really strong community. Everybody knows we're big with video. Also, Cardano, like you said earlier, Cardano. Yeah, I know you know a lot about Cardano, so I'll probably let you talk about that.
I used to live it every second, but then Hex came along, and I kind of fell along with Hex. But Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, that project, it's going to be huge, guys. Problem is, it's boring, and people look at projects like Solana, they'll look at their interfaces, they'll look at what's there to offer, and they're going to be like, they're buying the glitz, the glamour, but they're not looking at the substance. And I think part of that may be my age, because I'm getting old. And, like, I never wore skinny boy jeans. You guys wear skinny boy jeans?
Skinny jeans?
Yes.
Yes. Not too hot here in Florida.
Yeah, so it's kind of like with me and Cardano here, like I'll pull something up here real quick. Their ecosystem. I mean, Cardano's ecosystem is huge. I could talk about Cardano for hours, but here, let me pull this one thing up here. For you guys that are curious, have any curiosity about Cardano, CardanoCube.io is a great site to go to. If you click on ecosystem at the top, these are all the projects being built on Cardano right now. Now, does that look like a ghost chain? Each one of these projects is basically a different company entity. You know what I mean? I mean, Cardano's going to be huge, guys. Do not sleep on it. And there is one project on it that I do want to throw out there real quick, if you don't mind, and that is Cornucopias. Cornucopias here is a metaverse project. Here, it'll come up briefly, and it's just going to be awesome. You guys really need to stop, take a look at it. It's nice. Long story short,
it's like a play to earn type thing.
Not play to earn, metaverse. So I love when I say metaverse, I love to use Ready Player One as an example. So if anybody's seen that movie Ready Player One, it's the second I saw that movie, I jumped up and down, went and got my wife, and it was like, that's it. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. And it is something to be that excited about, because it is the future, and you want to embrace the future. You don't want to get on the metaverse step, because during the previous bull market, everybody talked about the metaverse. Every project claimed to be a metaverse. They really weren't.
That's too early.
Yeah.
But like you got Decentraland, which is on, you guys should have heard of that. That's on Ethereum. This is another. These are the two top ones on Cardano, which is Cornucopias and Pavia. Now Pavia has been around for a while, but their site was super boring, and it was super boring because it's being built out, and people are sleeping on metaverses. That is the future, especially if you're into gaming, because oh my gosh. But I can go for hours on this. But these are two of my favorite projects right now on Cardano. Along with what is it? There's a bunch of them. Anyway, I can go on forever.
Yeah, I think Cardano definitely has a lot of potential. Like you said, though, it is boring. A lot of people don't look at it as like the most exciting thing ever, but it's probably one of the most stable things that you could probably get in crypto.
Yeah, because when I heard one of my favorite YouTubers once, he was talking about it, and he straight up, he was just like, it's just boring. It bores me, and I'm like, bores you? I mean, you want to. I mean, that does matter because you need adoption, but I mean, really, you're looking at the fact that if it looks how glitzy it looks, it's much bigger than that. But they are boring. There's a bunch of nerds. I ain't gonna lie. There's a bunch of nerds. Solana looks really cool when you look at it. Super hip. It's very like San Francisco out there, or wherever the Tech Valley is now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's where all the opportunity is, though. Where all the nerds are is usually where the best opportunities are. So
Yeah.
right now Cardano's sitting at like 44. Its all-time, its recent support level is at what, 42 cents.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
There we go. We'll just drop this right here. Boom. There it is. That's where the support is right now. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got a bright future.
Yeah, definitely does. I'm gonna bring up this other screen here. All right, so I guess the next coin we can probably talk about is XPR Proton. You know, Dion's really big on Proton, always talking about Proton.
Yeah.
But what's something people need to know about Proton that they're about to come out? Something big that's gonna happen with Proton, and what's gonna keep it above the bear market so then we can stay bullish.
all right, so there's definitely some interesting things coming up with Proton. So they actually have the DEX in the works right now. It's decentralized exchange coming on through Proton, and that's definitely something that a lot of people are going to be excited for, and should bring a lot of attention and a lot of eyeballs on Proton in general. And just recently, they actually went out with the Metallicus, which is pretty much within the Proton ecosystem, and they did a keynote just recently. So if you guys want to check that keynote out, definitely go ahead and do so. I'll see if I can share my screen right here really fast. So definitely go ahead and do so. Here's the keynote that they did on the 7th of September. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more, definitely one of the best places to go to as far as getting knowledge directly from the source, directly from the team themselves, from Marshall Hayner. So that's one thing to look into, and see if I can scroll down here. I probably shouldn't have to scroll too far. Exactly right here. So we have the trading experience that you deserve, which is trustless, decentralized. That's the DEX right here for Proton. See if I can zoom in on this right now. So it's in the works, and it's pretty much just about finished. It just hasn't been released out to the public completely yet, but definitely something very, very promising to be looking forward to. And yeah.
Hey, Dion, that Proton is on exchanges, though. It's on centralized exchanges, isn't
it? Yeah. Yeah, so they're on centralized exchanges, but they'll also be offering the decentralized exchange as well through Proton. And here's the website right here. If you guys want to check this out, they have a decentralized, like universal. They have universal @ names. So like, let's say you guys are used to using like Ethereum and stuff like that, and it gives you like this super long wallet address that you're obviously not going to remember. You can actually make a universal @ name. So if your name was like John, you can do @John, and that's super easy to remember. And you don't have to worry about, oh man, did I send it to the wrong address? And you have to keep checking it over and over again until that transactions process and stuff like that.
So, yeah, it's like Cash App for crypto, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, PayPal, Cash App for crypto, pretty much. It's also pretty quick. They got the 4,000 transactions per second. It has also been stress tested, actually a bit higher than that as well. The users never pay gas fees, so there's 0% gas fees, and just tons of different things going on right here. So if I can share one more thing really quick, it's probably going to be Snip coins.
Is that going to stay that way? Was the zero gas fees?
Yeah. It's pretty much set in stone. Right now they have
it's centralized, though, right?
Proton.
Yes.
It's in my personal opinion, I would say it's decentralized, but there are some centralized matters to it to an extent.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Yeah, so for the most part, it's decentralized on a lot of different aspects, but there are a few aspects that are still centralized.
Okay. Yeah, because one of the things I think that a lot of guys have lost. Remember, I used to talk about crypto all the time, like back in 2018, when nobody was really caring about it, and all you heard on every YouTube channel was the fact of, being the unbanked. You know what I mean? And as I see these projects coming out now, there's a lot of corporations and they're building good stuff, but it's very centralized. So like I'm real leery, like because I think about like Solana, where they keep hitting the switch. They like, oh yeah, we locked it locked up, so we hit the switch. How do you hit the switch or something that's decentralized? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but here's the whole problem with the decentralized thing. It's like I love this decentralized talk. The big problem with it though right now is regulation, and things are going to have to be centralized eventually in the future to some extent, because regulation is just not going to let it happen.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I think XRP, which we should be talking about that actually. XRP look like they're going to win that law that lawsuit with the SEC if they're considered securities or not. And if they win, that's going to be very huge.
Oh yeah, definitely keeping up with that. I've been adding to the XRP bag over time, and also XLM. A lot of people haven't really been talking about XLM too much, so that's and me another reason to kind of just add it on the side just in case.
Do you know that XLM? They is that it was a hard fork from XRP, correct?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So, who we got in chat? We got 9 people in the chat. Let's see.
We got 9 people. What's up, 9 people?
Yeah, ask some questions if anyone has any specific
questions. Can I see the chat?
Yeah.
I don't think I should see it.
Yeah, it should be on the side. It should say like comments. I haven't seen anything yet though. But yeah, if anyone has any specific questions, y'all can go ahead and ask that. And also for XRP, I want to go ahead and show this on XRP because it's been pumping actually for like the last week. And I guess that's because they're about to win the lawsuit, like you said. So a lot of people are really buying in on it, trying to get in at the bottom.
I was actually thinking about taking some profits.
Oh, you really? You're gonna take some profits?
Yeah, because I learned my lesson during the last bull run. I was one of those guys that was rich for a minute, and now I'm back at work.
Yeah, it definitely is good to take profits. We got JPith Monger says, what do you guys think of Grove token? So have y'all heard of Grove token at all?
Grove.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. I think so. Wait a second.
Yeah, I know he's been mentioning Grove a while, so I think Grove is definitely something that we gotta go over here. 15% up for 15% in the last 24 hours, 107% in the last 7 days, 110% in the last 14 days. So yeah, it's been putting a pretty good return on there. Wait, so you can actually see the percentages. Let me put this there. But yeah, you can see the percentages right there. But yeah,
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I think it looks like it's something that's a little bit newer. So it's not something that's been out for too long.
What blockchain is it on?
Grove is on Binance. So.
Oh, okay, I can get it. Here we go. I'll go to Tech Screener, and it'll be there. Grove. All right, Grove token here. Let's see. Let's pick the right one.
I would say the top one on PancakeSwap maybe.
You want to do the Wrap BNB, or we can do the USDT?
USDT, yeah, that'd probably be better.
Boom. There you go. There's a good one for you guys if you've never used it. Deck Screener. Anything on Binance is always in there, and it's pretty cool because you can go over here where it says multi charts, and it saves your charts. Only problem is it does suck is that if you take and like here, I'll add it right now, Grove. If you take and clear out your cookies on your computer, the history, you'll lose your chart. But eventually, hopefully, they get a login. Here, let me get this back in here. Here we go. Boom. There, now it's there to stay. Let's take a peek here, Grove token. Honestly, not looking bad. How long has it been tracked? Since July 16th. For the market, the way that it's been, it doesn't look real bad. What is its market cap?
So the market cap, it shows on here on CoinGecko that it doesn't have a market cap, but it does show 24-hour trading volume at 19 million. So yeah, we got 19 million for the trading volume.
Huh.
But yeah, I can't really find it on TradingView. So, well, nothing with good volume on TradingView, so I can't really see it on there. But
let me throw a quick fib up here for them. Let's do a quick Fibonacci retracement. We're going to bring it in right here. I'll bring it up here. So we'll say, be realistic from this date here, which is July 25th. And then it had a major sell-off point on July 25th, bottomed out. So if we do a Fibonacci retracement with 100% at the bottom going upward, it's right at that 61.8 marker. It's a pretty sweet spot right now. Can't lie. I know, we're all like,
Yeah.
Dion's right there about to trade it right now. What do you see, Dion? You're quiet, brother.
I think it might be.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at. I was like, I don't know. I might give it a little bit, see if it can come up to this range right here. I'm looking at, I think it's like 0.00000018. If it can't break over this 0.000016 range where it's like sitting at right now at resistance, if it can't break over that, more than likely it's probably going to flop. And I'll probably look into picking it up a little bit lower.
Yeah,
You're all right, because that's when I think about it. The way I did that, I probably should do it on a reversal because it is on a downtrend. So the downtrend would be that 50% marker, which is the 1.8. You're right. Yeah, I was doing it a little backwards.
Yeah, we'll probably end up seeing it pull back a little bit, but I guess I could pull up this so we can look at the white paper to see exactly what it is and what they got going on. So yeah, Grove token, the green crypto, creating wealth for all Grovers by harnessing the opportunities of a secure, decentralized digital currency. Pretty much a DeFi project, it kind of seems like, maybe something along those lines. Renewable energy, solar energy, hydroponic farming, and yeah, so it seems like a green crypto. So yeah, green crypto for the planet that's decentralized. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good, definitely, because what Biden's doing, Biden wants everything to be green. So maybe Grove can get some funding, like if we can get some centralization inside of crypto, maybe Grove can be one of those coins. But I think it might be too new to like 100% know like what's gonna happen with it. So me personally, I'm not gonna be putting any money in it because it's a little bit too new, and I'm not gonna really risk too much capital on that. But yeah, I think it could have some potential, definitely. Over here we have Gumman says, "Hi all, what do you reckon the price for Baby Doge by 2023?"
Well, here's a question. What is the market cap on Baby Doge? Let's check that out.
Yeah, let me pull that up. So market cap on Baby Doge is 178 million,
Okay.
and fully diluted 469 million for the market cap.
Okay.
Yeah, so by 2030, let me go ahead and bring the chart for Baby Doge back. I mean, that's kind of far out right now. It's 2022.
Well, you got to look at the circulating. The problem I have with Baby Doge though is look at the circulating supply.
Yeah.
Like, pull my screen up real quick here. Wait, no, it's same screen. Cool. Arrow down. There it is. Right here. That's circulating supply. What is that? That's 100,000 million.
No, that's quadrillion.
Quadrillion.
Oh my God. See, that's the problem. So with Baby, I mean, so you got to weigh that. So weigh that number, times that by a penny, and it's just astronomical problem. Now, is there a burn or anything?
We were having a burn every month. It was like 5 quadrillion a month, but they kind of stopped it because they're bringing out the swap. But yeah, it's not. It's still a low or really high market cap. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the calculator so we can do like a calculation here, because let's just hypothetically say 10 billion market cap. I mean, Dogecoin's around that area right there. Mm-hmm. So 10 billion in market cap, we can see where we would be around there. That would probably be 7 zeros or something like that. But let me go ahead and take this over here. All right, so by I would say 2030 is a really far projection, so it's kind of hard. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to best I can with this.
So you figure 2030. That's basically saying 2 bull runs from now. So, like 2 Bitcoin halvings, basically, give or take.
Yeah, so 15.9 billion in market cap. Do you think that's possible for Baby Doge by 2030? And yeah, it just depends if you think that's possible. 15.9 billion.
Let's do this. Let's look at Doge. Pull up Dogecoin.
Yeah, let's pull
Let's pull up the big brother. You know what I mean? Because you got Baby Doge. Let's go with the
speaking of Dogecoin, actually, the creator of Proton, Marshall Hainer, he actually helped work on Dogecoin as well as XLM as well.
I didn't know that, bro. That's interesting.
Yeah, let's pull up Dogecoin. All right, yeah, here's Dogecoin. All right, so yeah, Dogecoin is at about 8.1 billion market cap. So it just depends if you think Baby Doge could be a little bit above
circulating supply. If you look at the circulating supply.
Yeah, 132 billion for Dogecoin.
Yeah. So the problem with Baby Doge is, I mean, I guess honestly, those all on how you want to look at it, because I mean, if you cut off 3 zeros at some point or 4 zeros,
That's a
that's
lot.
still profit, major profit.
Yeah, I would say cutting off 2 zeros down to 6 zeros in a 1, which would be like 15 billion market cap.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
like 6 zeros in a 1. But yeah, by 2030, it's kind of hard to tell by then. I would say at least do a projection by 2024. So by 2024, I feel like we could take off a whole zero, and then you could see it at the 7 zeros, which would be about 1.5 billion market cap. So I think 1.5 billion market cap would be realistic by 2024, because the fully diluted market cap, like at our peak for Baby Doge, was about 1 billion fully diluted, but that was fully diluted with all the burns, all the liquidity, all that. But yeah, I think we could probably do that by then. Let me bring up the chart. So yeah, by the peak here with Baby Doge, we were all the way up here at like 8 zeros and 6.2. So I think at 7 zeros and a 1 would be that 1.5 billion area for our market cap pretty much. So yeah, but yeah, 2030 is kind of hard to project by then.
Hey, what tool are you using there? What is that called? Virtual Algo?
Vital Algo.
Vital
Yeah.
Algo? All right, I'm going to make a note of that.
Yeah. Well, now it's called Chart Prime. They called it Chart Prime now.
Chart Prime. Okay.
Yeah. Over here is 59 trillion. So I don't know if 59 trillion would be possible for a market cap for Baby Doge, but yeah. Over here, JPith Monogram also says, I think Shinobi is a sleeping giant with all the utilities they're building in this bear market, going to V2 November 15th, 2020, deleting 12 zeros. Wow, that's a lot. I don't know. Let's look up Shinobi, though. Yeah, this is Shinobi. Yeah, that's a lot of zeros right there. Million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, sextillion.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what comes after quadrillion, so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet too much on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Only has 27,000 in trading volume. So they could have a lot of utilities coming out, but even with all the utilities, they would have to burn 99% of the circulating supply for it to do something. But yeah, that's a lot, and that's going to turn off a lot of big investors when they see all those zeros, all those circulating supply. A lot of big investors probably aren't going to want to touch that. Bushbaum says, bad feedback, can hardly hear.
Looks like Dion's his babies in the background, a fish tank.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be good though. I guess let's see what we can go over next now. So the next thing that we also had on there, we already went over Hex a little bit. We already went over XPR a little bit. But what a lot of people are talking about is Luna Classic. What do y'all think about Luna Classic?
I sold it. I just sold it the other day. I actually lost. They were my bags for. I had about 8. It was between $8,000 and $10,000 there that I lost. I think I walked away with like 500, whatever. Once they gave me whatever they did with their hard fork rate, I took a serious loss. So
yeah, I lost.
After hearing that they had a warrant out for, what is the guy's name?
Oh yeah, he was the ex-developer, but he's no longer with the team. I forgot his name though.
Okay, because South Korea had a warrant out for his arrest, and he's some other country. I was just like, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah, I lost like 1,000 on it, but I got out of it too. Over here, Dorian Palfi says, "Sup guys from Serbia? Look at Luna Classic. It's going to be interesting with Binance opt-in." Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk about.
What I've been seeing with the Luna Classic though is a lot of people trading it back and forth on the exchanges.
Yeah.
So is that kind of like a false value? I mean, when people just trading it back and forth, eventually I feel like the bottom's going to fall out.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the same way, especially because if they actually implement the 1.2% tax burn, people aren't going to trade it. And the problem is the CZ Binance, the CEO, he said he's going to give people the option of whether or not they want to burn 1.2% of their trades or keep it. So if they have the option, I don't think people are just going to burn their own money to help, the community. And I think it's going to be a failed, not a whole failed project as a whole, but it's going to be a failed movement trying to get that tax burn because people aren't going to want to burn their money.
There it is.
Nah. Don Quan, yeah, that's that guy's name.
Yeah. Now, as far as the new Terra Luna, which is basically just a hard fork. That's all they did. But the new Terra Luna, I wouldn't discount it. I think there's got real potential. But for the classic and all the others, no.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't hold any of them long term. I just get in them and get out when we have pumps.
Yeah.
But the problem is a lot of people like they go too hard in for the whole community. Like people will be like to the moon, never sell, and all this type of stuff. And that type of investing really messes a lot of people up. So
Yes and
I
no. Yes and no.
yeah
Because when you choose to hodl, see, that's the trick. If you're trading or you're trying to do a get rich quick scenario where you just want to get in, get your profits, you're 100% right. But if you have a project, say like Cardano, like I love Cardano, Cardano could drop down to 20 cents tomorrow because Bitcoin finally does this Black Swan event, which we all know is going to happen. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm not going to sell it because I know I'm good. But
yeah
that's when you hold, like you love your baby Doge, and Dion loves his Proton. When those products like Dion got, well, how's the Proton doing, Dion, from what you brought in originally?
It's like most of the market, pretty much down, but it's one of those
Yeah.
things where like I got enough conviction and I didn't over leverage myself in the position, so I have enough in there to stick it out.
Honestly, I want to get some Proton because I never did get it before. It's a good. Right now is the time we want to buy in the projects, guys. Get it wholesale discount prices. If you throw enough crap on a wall, something's bound to stick. You know what I mean? And
uh,
we could love these projects all we want, but we really don't know which one is going to be the one, other than Cardano and Hex. But
yeah, they're legit
One
projects.
thing I do want to point out about Proton is it's a EOS chain, it's EOSI chain, which Vitalik actually did back in July. Mention that EOS is pretty much like Ethereum on steroids.
Yes.
He did mention that. See if I can share that post actually right here.
No,
And Proton's actually one of those chains.
You're right. He did say it. Oh man. Yeah, I think pretty much the whole market right now is like what everybody's down 80, 85, 90%.
Yeah, so you actually mentioned it back in June. So there's that part too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I want to go over this right here. He says, can Binance listing and release of their own swap not help baby Doge to delete 3 zeros at least by 2030? So the Binance listing, I would say, could help, but even at that 2030, like you don't know what can happen between now and 2030. Like crypto could get banned completely, by between now and 2030. But I like to only do like projections like a couple of years out and see what happens, through those time spans. But yeah, I think by 2030, possibly. But then you're looking at like 100 billion plus market cap, and that's when it starts to get kind of outrageous. Like when you start to get in those 100 billion areas, because in order for Baby Doge to be at 100 billion plus market cap, you would have to have Binance then at like a trillion market cap, and that's like if you think that Binance could be at a trillion market cap by then possibly, but it's just all in your conviction in like Binance and crypto in general. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what would happen by then. But over here, JPEth Monguera also said, did Shiba Inu project developer leave the project? I heard a rumor. I never heard that. Well, I heard people talking about it, but I think that's just a rumor. I don't think the developer actually left. And especially with everything Shiba Inu's been doing, all the different stuff, I don't think that they actually left. Let me pull that up though. Shiba Inu. So, and also for Shiba Inu, I don't think there's just one person developing on Shiba Inu. I think there's a whole team behind Shiba Inu. So maybe one person in the team left, but they're still creating the metaverse. They're still creating the game. They just now have had a card released inside of Argentina. Yeah, this right here. Well, they're now being able to be purchased through Binance Card in Argentina as well as Europe. So I don't think Shiba Inu is going anywhere unless crypto in general goes somewhere. But yeah, Shiba Inu is too big of a project to just disappear. But Marcus Halberstrom says, lost all my money in crypto now. Oh, wow.
What does FMLL mean?
F my life. Yeah. I mean, if what crypto were you in, Marcus? What crypto were you in that made you lose everything? Because if you were in Luna Classic inside of Luna, then yeah, you definitely lost all your money. And yeah, that's why I said like there's a lot of different projects. You just never know what they're gonna do
Well,
at all.
prostitution is the oldest trade in the world, so at
Yeah.
least you're making money. You gotta invest it.
Yeah.
A good term be a gigolo, male prostitute, gigolo. Sounds nicer.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pull up. We already went over Luna, XPR, XRP, all of that. So what does everyone want us to go over? And just let us know in the comments what you all want us to go over specifically. And I guess we can go from there. But do y'all have anything, Dion?
Yeah. So we haven't really talked too much about the short term. If I could share my screen here really quick, we have quite a few things actually coming up in the near future. So we have the GDP, which is actually coming up September 29th. So we have that coming up. And then we also have the CPI, Consumer Price Index, coming up in October down here, October 13th, as you guys can see here. And then we also have the FOMC right here. So I got all these lined up already. So we have that also coming up in November. So we have a ton of big events coming up just from that alone. Not including just the tension that's been going on between like the different countries and stuff. That's something that a lot of people need to take into consideration. Not financial advice, but I just really want to put that out there because I think a lot of people aren't really paying attention to like the global macro as much as they are. Oh, as much as I think they should be. People aren't really paying much respect to it. And if you guys want to take a look here, I have the DXY chart. I actually drew this chart out like 6 months ago, and it's actually been holding pretty accurate since I haven't touched it for 6 months, and it's just been sitting here. If you guys want to check out my channel, Dion Rogers did a video on it 6 months ago. It's the same exact chart, and we pretty much broke out above this range that I said if it breaks out at that point that I was just pulling completely out, and that's pretty much what happened. I pulled it out, and I dodged a bullet from this one, but not really sure exactly how much more steam the DXY is going to have in it, because if we do come up to this 120 range, things are going to get very, very interesting. If you look at the past, if you look at what's happened in the past, we can definitely go up a lot higher, depending on if things are really as bad as many think it's going to get.
Well, I can say that I drove past a local credit union, and it was offering CDs for 3%. Now, you gotta remember interest rates. They wanted us to be excited over like 0.19%, not like less than a year ago. So things are changing rapidly.
Yeah.
And I think the Fed just raised it, 75 basis points?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, so times are changing.
Yeah, over here, CMAD says Synovate if you could. So I actually looked that up just now, but it's not on TradingView. But what I can see, it's another one of those things with unstable volume. So I don't really invest in anything with unstable volume like that. But yeah, it just doesn't seem stable. It seems like it has a huge pump. But anytime you see huge jumps like that, that's just a large amount of money going in and out. But when you look at the volume, it says like $41 in volume, and it's doing random numbers like that. So yeah, I wouldn't touch it personally. So yeah, I don't know if this is the right one that you're talking about, Synovate, but yeah, it doesn't look like something legit.
Look at Cardano real quick.
Cardano?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the Cardano chart. Let me pull that
Cardano
up.
look amazing.
Yeah. Let's see, Cardano. Yeah, this is the Cardano chart here. I'll look at the long-term chart. That'll probably look a lot better than the 4-hour chart. Yeah, so Cardano actually looks like it. This whole green area is showing there's a lot more demand for Cardano in this area, but it's also saying low activity because these activity areas are for like institutional investors, large whales. So it seems like there's high activity in Cardano for retail traders, but right now it's probably going to take a little bit more for like the bigger whales to get back into Cardano to like start pumping it. But it looks like the Cardano community is really holding strong. So yeah, I think Cardano still got some huge potential.
One of the biggest things that I found with crypto communities is the founders, or at least the leaders of the community, if there's a strong leader, a strong presence that people trust, I mean, the tech matters, but that matters more. It's really weird how it works.
Yeah. We got Trey in the chat says, finally here, it's Trayvon. Staying skater.
What's up, Trey?
Yeah. JPeth Mongro says, go over Saitama. So I know Trey knows a lot about Saitama if Trey wants to get on in this chat. But let me go ahead and... Oh, wait, I stopped sharing the screen. Let me share my screen again. All right. Let me put the invite here if Trey wants to join or if anybody else wants to join the chat. But yeah, I'll go over Saitama right now. But honestly, I'm not in on Saitama, especially because, you know, it was a huge letdown to a lot of people. And I just feel like the community kind of left Saitama out to dry.
A lot of shady characters in on that one.
Yeah. And even trying to find a chart for Saitama, like, the volume everywhere is just, it's just not there anymore. Even on OKX, that was actually one of the larger exchanges for Saitama. But yeah, I wouldn't really mess with Saitama that much. But I guess it's up to the people out there who want to. But yeah, as you can see, Saitama, after they migrated, everything just started to change from there. Even looking at the volume, it's at 2.9 million volume, 60 million trading, or inside of market cap. And let's look at the Twitter to see if they've been doing anything. Saitama official. So yeah, it looks like they've just been, you know, putting tweets here and there still. Saitama swap has made it to coin market cap. Volume now shown. So yeah, it looks like they're just starting all over again. So maybe if they can build back up the same community that they had before, then I might do it. But yeah, I don't know. Trey says, I don't deal with those kinds of cryptos no more. Saitama is shady as well. Yeah, I don't really deal with Saitama either. In the chat, oh, yeah, I got that person out. Does Shiba Inu have any future? Yeah, Shiba Inu definitely has a future. Shiba Inu is not going anywhere. The only way it will go somewhere is if crypto itself shut down, because it's actually established itself as a legit project, and it's no longer a meme coin at this point. Shiba Swap, you got Bone, you got Leash, so you have a whole ecosystem built around Shiba Inu. You got the metaverse that they're building. So yeah, I don't think Shiba Inu is going nowhere. Good morning to John's Life. Says losing on Lunar Classic today. Yeah, the second Lunar Classic went below the 3-0 area, I decided to get out, and that's because when I was doing the technicals for Lunar Classic, I was telling everybody we're gonna see 1.6 when we were all the way at like 3.4, even 4.0. I said we're probably gonna end up seeing 1.6, which was a huge drop, and no one believed it. But you can see the prediction is coming to fruition right now. So we still haven't hit that bottom support here, so we're gonna add on another 0 for Lunar Classic. But I predict when we hit this little support line here, we're probably going to end up going back up to this high activity area, and then there's going to be more selling, which is eventually going to bring us down to here and add another 0 for Lunar Classic. So it's going to be at 0.00007430, and I don't know how long it's going to take, but I definitely expect sometime down there.
It's kind of hard to predict where Lunar Classic is going to bottom out at. It's kind of a little bit of a free fall right now.
Yeah. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, and if you're playing futures on that, it's twice as much of a nightmare with the spikes and just trying to get everybody out.
Yeah. Over here, Evan Birnbaum says, with all this mess going on with the Lunar Classic tax and Binance, what are the chances you think CZ will list Baby Doge realistically? So yeah, what do y'all think? Retro Dion, what do y'all think about CZ if he's going to list the Baby Doge coin realistically? Will he list that on Binance?
Yes. Yeah. I would say so.
Very high probability. The money's there.
Yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money. It's not necessarily about the tech or anything. It's all about the money. And, I mean, the following, you know what I mean? Is the volume going to support the effort? And I think it's there.
Yeah, if it can get any more hype than Doge did back at Doge's high. Everybody was adding Doge back then and talking about Doge, and exchanges were just rolling in. So anything like that ever happen in the next cycle is definitely highly possible.
Yeah, I think with 1.5 million followers, is one of the biggest crypto communities out there, and the holders is almost at 1.7 million now. So I think eventually it's gonna happen, but it won't happen until the next bull run, and the Baby Doge developers might have to pay maybe to get listed on there, or maybe just have to have huge volume, and they're not going to do that until the next bull market. So I would say wait until the next bull market, and then we'll probably start seeing that flowing in. But
Hey,
yes,
can you
yeah,
share my screen real quick for Luna Classic?
yeah, I got you.
I got one more thing in here I want to add. It all makes sense. Where's that vertical line? There it is. Boom. All right, so September 8th. Yeah, it looks like September 8th. It hit the high point, pulled back a little bit. The high point was at 0.00059. Since then, since September 8th, it has pulled back 69.7%. For what I see in the charting right here, the next strongest support level will hopefully it'll hold at 0.00 was that 3 zeros 15708, and that's if it holds, and it's not looking good.
Yeah. Um, Trey says, "You think Luna Classic can hit the 1 cent mark like everyone hopes for?" Uh,
Uh
Personally, I don't think it's gonna go
I
up.
don't think so.
Not unless Binance and everything implements the burn. And even if they implement the burn, it's going to lower the trading volume, and it's going to lower the amount of people who actually want to get in on it. So it's going to be hard for it to actually reach 1 cent.
And
But if
that's
it
a
can,
big sell point for a lot of people. Like mentally,
yeah,
it's a big trigger point. So
if it can stay alive for like 10 years or like 5 years, then it could, if it can stay alive for that
Now,
long.
there's one thing that you guys might. I hate to say this. All right, we all know Ethereum Classic, right?
Yeah,
We all know that the history with my camera. We all know the history with Ethereum Classic. So when you're
yeah,
dealing with these hard forks, anything's possible. Because if you had asked me in 2018, 19, and 20, that I think Ethereum Classic was going to take off like it did when it was only worth like 5 cents, I think back then. I mean, I'm sorry, like $5, $3.
yeah,
It wasn't worth much, 14 maybe. And the way it took off, anything's possible with a hard fork. I hate just even with the ETH POW proof of work, same scenario. Anything is possible, and that's why I love crypto too.
yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I'm heard about selling on my Ethereum Classic. Sold it at like $20. Thought it was done. Thought Ethereum was taking the show and just going off, and then turn around and Marcellus sent me a message like, "Yo, it's up. It's at like $60." I'm like, "Oh man."
dang. Yeah, so I'll grant.
So
I'm
where's
gonna
it
look
at
up.
now? The Ethereum Classic is like 28. So on a bull run, it made it up to what 40. I made it higher than 45, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, let me put it on a daily chart. It's the floor chart. All right. Yeah, it made it all the way up. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it made it all the way up to $179. So with my example here, back here, I mean, like 2000, yeah, it was like $6. Yeah, $6, 68 cents. I was right. It was going for nothing. $5.
Pays to be
And
patient.
so anything's possible, but you got to have things you believe in. Now, Lunar Classic, the trick with Lunar Classic is, do you believe in it? I don't think none of us really believe in it. We're just trying to make a little bit of money to make our dreams come true, and that's the
Yeah,
big difference. Whereas, like Marcellus, he believes in Baby Doge, so he's willing to ride wide. He's willing to ride it down quite a distance. Dion's willing to ride down with Proton. I'm willing to, you know, go to the moon with Cardano, but that's just me. But
yeah,
it's all about the projects you really believe in. Luna Classic, it's worth a gamble. Don't get me wrong, but you never know. But anything's possible.
yeah,
Long story short, and I
yeah.
lived this because I got into the crypto market December 18th or 19th of 2017, the all-time high for that bull run, that initial bull run, and then I wrote it all the way down, and then I wrote it back up, and then I didn't take my profits. Like I knew better. I even knew better.
Yeah. Oh
Wrote it
man.
back down. But it's all good. Somebody else didn't take very many profits either. I'm not going to say no names.
Yeah. I didn't take profits. I'd have a lot more money if I would have
Hey,
taken some
it's part of the
profits.
crypto game, but the trick is I learned my lesson, and I have no problem taking profits. I'd like to, build a spreadsheet or whatever. You can track it, but I no longer feel bad about what could have been. As long as I know I got some. I got mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Learned
yeah,
the hard way.
yeah. So, what do y'all think about Algorand? That's what JPEG Manget says.
BitBoy, I watch BitBoy all the time still. He was talking about Algorand quite a bit during the tail end of that bull run, the very tail end. I remember driving back home from the beach and he was talking about it, but it never really came to fruition. And they're still talking. Algorand's going to do big things. It's just a matter of when, where, and how. And
Yeah,
I think Walmart, not Walmart. I think it was Walmart. It was a really big name business that was going to be using them. I don't know. I think Algorand, that's a real one. Actually, I want to get a bag of that one very much so.
yeah. So yeah, it seems bottom support 10 cents Algorand, and that's gonna be when Bitcoin probably reaches like 14K to 10K. But when it's all in that area, I think that's when everything's gonna start pumping. After some sideways trading movement after that. But yeah, Algorand would probably be one of those that goes up. It is the top 30 coin too, so
Mhm.
it's definitely got some potential. And it's been pretty green in the last 30 days too, so it hasn't been doing bad.
It did quite well actually, considering.
Yeah, definitely a bull market or a bear market. Uh, we got over here. Cliff Power says party time. Yep, we got the whole crew in here. John's Life says I am afraid to sell my Luna Classic since my 8K loss. Yeah, that's huge. Would it be permanent? Do you think it can recover to 0.00035 by 2027?
I lost the same amount roughly, and the answer is no.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say a lot of times with a lot of these cryptos, it's better to not keep riding it down if you don't believe it can recover soon. And a problem with this whole holding until the bottom thing, you don't ever know when it's gonna recover or if it will recover. And I remember there's been so many different cryptos that I rode all the way down to the bottom. But if I would have just got out a little bit earlier, I would have lost a little bit less. So maybe you're at 8K losses down, but if you keep riding it down, maybe you'll be at 15K losses that you will never recoup. And I actually did that with options. I had 30K, and I wrote it all the way down. I was like, nah, I can't lose 10K. And then I wrote it down, and I was like, nah, I can't lose 20K. And I wrote it down, and I was like, nah, I can't lose 25K. And then that's when I lost everything. So I think the same thing goes with crypto trading, even though options is different. But yeah, I don't think Luna Classic. I mean, it could get back to 0.00035 or 0.00035, and it could probably do that before 2027. Like out of nowhere, Luna Classic could just jump 30% tomorrow, because it's done that like time and time again. But you don't know if it'll actually do that. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think?
I agree with you 100%. I don't think the party's over, but it's kind of like going to the casino and it's gambling.
Yeah,
And I mean, you can hit it big, or you can lose it all. But one
yeah.
thing for sure is a house always wins. So I kind of have that approach.
Mm. Yeah, John's Life. How much do you have in Luna Classic? Because if you lost 8K, you gotta have at least like 20,000, maybe even 30,000 in there. Because that's a lot to lose inside of there. But yeah, staying
I like
scared
Hedron.
to yeah,
Hedron is very strong. I love it. Just remember though that it will be doing a pullback. So I really wanted to buy some of this dip. I was looking at it. It came up perfect on my charts at the 61.8, but I decided to hold off buying because I think it might pull back more because of that. I think it's 50% mark. Anyway, I think it's going to pull back further. Hedron is.
yeah. He said he's got 21,000 in it. So if you think about it like this, if it keeps going back to where we predict, then you're gonna have way less than 21,000 at that point. But I guess we can do some
If
math
you
to
have
see.
21,000 Luna Classic, then if it's dispensable, in other words, you're willing to lose it. That's an extreme gamble. Extreme,
Yeah, yeah.
extreme.
So I'm gonna show you what we predicted earlier in the stream and what I've been showing forever. And so far, it's been coming to fruition. I mean, back here in September 15th, I shouted out this. I said we're gonna get all the way down here eventually, and we're doing it right now as we speak. And I actually said that even I think around this time in like the 12th of September as well. But yeah, I predict it'll add on a 0 and get to 0.00007655. So if you have 21,000 right now, I'm gonna bring out my calculator and kind of show you what you could have by then. It's probably gonna be discouraging, but it's definitely something that you want to be realistic with. You don't ever want to gamble money that you're not willing to lose. If you're willing to lose this money, then I would definitely say keep going. But if you're not willing to lose it, yeah, you don't want to lose something like that. But I've actually lost the same amount of money that you're losing right now, and it does not feel good. But anyways, let's see where this would be at. So right now you have 21,000. I don't know your exact amount of coins, but I can try to calculate by our current price. So right now your coins are probably around 150 or 105 million. Multiply that by where we should be going to, and that is this level here. You'll have $8,000. So instead of only losing 8,000, you'll only have 8,000 left at that level if we do get down there.
65 million coins.
Oh, 65 million? Okay. Let's see. I'll do it for 65 million. So yeah, if you have 65 million, I don't think you have it's probably not at 21,000 anymore. It probably went down from there. But let's see where that would be at. Yeah, that would be actually $4,975. So that's a huge drop.
Yeah, one thing that I do want to add though about the crypto space is there's always some sort of development going. So like Luna might have failed. There's tons of other developers out there that are trying to make the next Luna but better and stuff like that. So you never know if any new players are going to come out and then just everybody forget about Luna Classic after that point in Luna. So that's just another thing to keep in mind, because I've actually been messing around with Luna for quite a minute, and I've just been thinking about that a lot lately with quite a few projects, especially during the bear market, because this is when a lot of new things start to emerge.
There it goes.
Yeah. Cliff Power says, same here, 2017 bought high, and then it dipped, and I bought the dip and just hold it for 3+ years and then took some good profits.
Yeah, when I wrote it down for 2017, I remember buying Bitcoin for like 3,600, 36 or 3,500. And as usual, well, not, yeah, actually, I did actually. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Trey says, what about Hedron? I haven't heard of it.
Hedron is powerful. It's it basically allows you to take a loan out against your hex stakes. Yeah. And then it has another one, Icosa, that share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I'll share it.
Yeah, Hedron is actually a good one. I actually considered buying some more, but so basically when you stake your hex and you do it through the Hedron website, their portal, you can get awarded Hedron basically. If you stake your hex through there, and it's safe, it's good to go. But I tried it. It's not the same as when they had the multiplier when they first did it. It was like doing 10x, 9x, etc. But it's still a pretty cool tool, because what it does is you can stake for a 5,555, and then you can use the Hedron. You can take a loan out with the Hedron that it awards you if you choose to, and it's like a nominal interest rate. So the concept is strong. I think Hedron is going to be a serious player. I own Hedron. I sold it right about here. Right about here is where I sold it. And then it kept going up, but then it came down. So I was so happy. I took my profits for once. But yeah, Hedron's a serious player. It's kind of complicated, kind of confusing. I'm sure Dion would agree with me. And then it goes to Icosa is really cool, because now you can stake your Hedron and you get Icosa rewards, which is actually holding its value. So for this project, I give big thumbs up.
Okay.
And my channel's Retro Crypto. So if anybody wants to follow me.
Oh yeah, go follow him inside the links in the description. Also,
here's some love.
Yeah, show some love. Shout out to Cliff Power for showing love. $50 Canadian super sticker. Always a big supporter here.
Awesome.
Shout out to Cliff Power over here. Big shout out to you. He says, if you can afford to leave it, just leave it. Luna Classic, for me, is not a good coin.
Not at all. Not at all. You gamble all the way.
100%. I gamble.
I'd rather see you put your money in ETH POW, which is theoretically kind of like Ethereum Classic. I'd rather see you take that. I think that would be a good gamble. Luna Classic is not a good gamble.
Let me pull up ETH POW real quick. Do you already have a chart for ETH POW like created or?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to catch on like it did as strongly. I knew that they were pushing for it, and my issues with ETH POW was the miners. It's really the miners pushing for it, and I didn't think it would take, but it did because anything's possible.
Nah. Big shout out to Cliff Power, but yeah, let's support the live stream. If anybody wants to follow the guests, definitely go ahead and follow Dion, follow Retro Crypto. And I'm going to drop their links inside of here. It's at the top. It's pinned. It's in the description and all. But I'll go ahead and drop the links in there also so y'all can get that.
Yeah, I'm looking for the ETH POW chart. Let me go over here. It'll be here probably. Let me see here. Wrap the ETH. Let me see. No, I don't like this. That's not what I want. I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't have a chart on that one right offhand. Do some digging.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to put the other link inside here too. He said ETHW. That's what.
There it is. I got it.
Yeah, ETHW.
There we go. Nomics, they don't have the best charting, but it's all right. Make this work. So yeah, so ETHW is currently sitting at 1134. I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at considering what it's done. I mean, just last week it was down at $4.34 on September 18th. I mean, that's pretty respectable.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my chart up here for ETHW. I got it on TradingView here. It kind of looks like it's still pulling back here. So I guess in the short term we can look at that moving down to $10.20, and from there it shows lower activity. So I think ETHW already had a nice little pump, and it's just it's doing the pullback now. So it's definitely looking like it might go back down a little bit lower, especially because the bear market is starting to speed up, especially with the interest rate hike and inflation and everything. So we're probably going to start seeing more stuff pulling back even harder.
According to the market cipher chart, it's in the middle of a little bit of a pullback. Nothing extreme.
Yeah.
It's definitely pulling back.
Yeah, it says it was at $4 a few days ago. That's what Evan Burnham said.
Yeah, try moving the chart over to the 4 hour really quick. I think it's only 15 minutes.
Yeah, the 4 hour though, it won't show much because.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but it is showing on the oscillator on the bottom that it's overbought, so we're gonna start seeing some pulling back here, probably back down to the bottom of this area here, where we
actually. Hey, put my chart up real quick here.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting actually, because let's see, this here has ETHW starting on August 22nd, and when you look at the chart, it looks like it bottomed out on roughly around September 18th, and ever since then it's been actually gaining. So it might be the time to actually take it more seriously, if you get where I'm going at with this. Yeah. It's definitely on an uptrend for the last week. A strong uptrend at that.
So yeah, it could keep going up, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how far that can go. I mean, it could be a good play because even since it's a bear market, we've seen what Luna Classic did during the bear market, and yeah, well, anything can happen if it has the community going up behind it.
So the momentum's pulling back. It's definitely got a sell signal firing off right here. The momentum's pulling back. The volume is down. The cash flow into the market is down. And the RSI was overheated and is pulling back hardcore. So I would say it's pulling back.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Matic?
Matic has admin keys. Richard Hart said be very careful with Matic. He also predicted Celsius network decline. And he was dead on the money on Celsius network. So if he was dead on the money with that one, made another video about Polygon and Matic because of the admin keys, I say be very, very careful. Very careful. I'm not saying don't use them. Just understand what God keys / admin keys are. It is a back door. Theoretically, somebody could get in there and rewrite contracts. I mean, I don't want somebody rewriting the contract once it's established. If you get where I'm coming at with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could potentially be one of those big headlines in the future.
And I'm tired of hearing about bridges getting hacked and going down and screwing up. Just saying, makes me a little nervous.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Matic it could have potential, but yeah, if there's backdoor keys, then yeah, it's definitely
A large percentage of projects have admin keys and people just don't realize it. But Matic is one of them, and they're so big, I'm kind of shocked they do.
Yeah. Usually, like tokens have that type of stuff on the Binance Smart Chain.
Well, Matic it's layer 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, layer 2 scaling solution.
So I mean, theoretically, if it was a layer 2, even though it has a blockchain, it would be considered a token, then, right? I'm not 100% on that. I'm asking.
I don't know. I consider anything with its own blockchain as a coin.
Fair
or
enough.
token.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
But
yeah.
Technically, if you want to say that, yeah, technically, but
yeah, they did the same thing to Richard Hart with Pulse Shade. So no, I take it back.
Yeah, make them take them. $2 super chat says thoughts on tax haven Inu. So I haven't heard of that. It sounds like something that was just created, like a meme coin.
Yeah, it just sounds like something I'd be scared to touch.
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound healthy.
Yeah, anything that's like a meme coin like that, then I would just, that's just something you want to trade. And oh yeah, look at all those zeros. That's just something you want to get in, get out. But billion, trillion.
God, this sir, I saw the screen. I'm not laughing.
I've never seen that many zeros.
I'm laughing at those numbers. Wow.
Yeah, but look at that though. 22%.
So 22% though.
And that's where it gets tricky because you can make money.
Yeah, you can make money off of things like this.
Lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the volume though? What volume are they pushing?
168,000.
Really?
Not bad.
Fully diluted, 1 million.
Maybe a good.
So how much of that 168,000 is coming from one entity or not?
Like, hey, click on the website for it real quick.
Of people.
Yeah, let's click the website.
Let's see what it is all about. It might have some meat to the bones. Tax haven, tokenomics.
Oh, okay. So there's a fee. There's an entrance fee, 5%, exit fee of 5%.
Okay.
Okay.
So DeFi.
Yeah.
It's DeFi. Okay. I mean, it's worth a gamble, but just remember, like I keep saying, that's an extreme gamble there.
Yeah, it's the type of thing where you want to be in first and out first.
Can you go to the Telegram group or the Twitter, see how active they are?
Yeah.
We'll leave in comments.
So here's the Twitter. It's on Ethereum, by the way.
Okay.
1,400. No, that's not a big community.
Not at all.
Yeah. What about the Telegram? Let's see. So Telegram, 2,000 on Telegram.
Yeah, they proceed very cautiously.
Yeah, I would say it's fresh, so maybe it can go up another 20%, but maybe not. So you always want to be careful, especially because when you go over here and look at the max for the chart, it was listed here on the 20th, and it already had its pump, and now it kind of looks like it's pulling back. So it could continue to go back down a little bit more from here. But there's no way of telling with something like this, especially with this circulating supply. Like actual big time investors are not going to take this seriously, so you're not going to see big whales jumping in on this with millions of dollars.
Made 3,000 off of it though. It's a good move.
Yeah. He said he put $500 in it at 200K market cap. It took off to $1 million, and he made 3K off that 500. So yeah, nice. You want to take profits. Take some profits out of that.
Definitely take profits. That's nice. I mean, you can make money with anything. I keep saying that. You can, really can. All right, I've got to roll.
Okay.
Because I got to honeydew list to do before
There.
I get tucked in. But
Alright.
all right. Well, hey guys, this was a lot of fun actually. I would like to do this more, and it was actually easy to do. Like we really just threw this together last minute, so
Yeah, we'll
this was
schedule it next
this
time.
was fun though. I could definitely be better prepared.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you for my outro, just subscribe to Retro Crypto YouTube channel. I've been a little bit on a hiatus, but I want to get back into it. It's fun. I just gotta stay focused on while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? But yeah. With that
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
thanks
Go.
for inviting me in.
Yeah. Let me put your link here so people can go follow you. So yeah, here's his link. If y'all want to go ahead and click that, go ahead and follow him. Subscribe to his channel, and you'll hear a lot about Hex and a lot of good information on those type of crypto.
Cardano and Hex. They are my current favorite. Cardano,
Yeah.
Pulse Chain. I mean, Hex, Pulse Chain, Cardano, and honestly, anything else crypto. I like making
Yeah.
money.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm out.
All right,
We'll
man.
see you next time.
See ya.
Alright. Alright. So Trey Stain Skater says, "What do you think about Fruit Bowl Inu?" I don't even know about that, but we'll look that up.
I'm trying to keep a straight face because I'm not sure if it's real or not.
I think he's trolling. I can't find no Fruit Bowl Inu. Yeah, he's trolling. There's no Fruit Bowl Inu. Cliffhire says Baby Doge is looking solid with the swap coming out soon. Yep, October 5th we're gonna get that swap coming out. And yeah, Trey was trolling. What do you think about Grove token? We went over Grove token earlier, and Grove token it probably has some potential, but I would still be careful with it because it is fairly new, and anything that's new, I'm always staying back a little bit. But one thing I do like about Grove token is the fact that it is a green crypto, and they're really pushing like for better, healthier environment. So that's definitely attractive for larger investors. It's attractive for a lot of people that are inside of green contribution. But anyways, they're into green contribution, hydroponic farming, renewable energy, donations, exchange listings, ERC20 launch, and they got a lot coming out for the actual community too. So staking, farming, lending, exchange listings, a wallet. So if they can actually do all this and stay true to what they said, I think that it has some potential. But since it's new, I would still, kind of take a step back. But we have Cliff Pirate says later retro. Oh yep, have a great day. And Pierre says any update on Pitbull token. Dion, you know anything about Pitbull token?
No, I haven't heard about it. Is it like Pitbull, the music artist, or?
No. It's like the Pitbull token, just like the dog Pitbull. I've done some technical analysis on it, but one thing I will say about it, this is Pitbull. 512,000. Yeah, I remember last time I looked at it, it was different. Let me look it up on here. Yeah, here's the Pitbull chart. So yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at short term, it's definitely gonna keep going down short term. Everything is. On the oscillator, it had a huge spike in selling, so we're probably gonna start seeing a lot more selling coming up. But yeah, everything's gonna be bearish in the short term. But personally, I think Pitbull would probably be one of those things, just like any other Binance Smart Chain token that just kind of comes out. You gotta wait a little while to see if it's gonna be legit and see if it's gonna stick around. It does have 500,000 holders, but the circulating supply is huge, million, trillion, quadrillion. So it's just above a quadrillion. So whatever comes after quadrillion, that's its supply. I think after quadrillion is sextillion or something like that. I don't know if you know, Dion.
Nah, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got too much. But yeah, he says 59 quadrillion's already been burned. Trey said he made 1,000 on Pitbull. Yeah, any profits that y'all made on Pitbull, I would just take it out. But still, it could still have, potential. But I like to only stay inside of projects that are like well established. Evan Burnbaum says Grove is going to be on Baby Doge Swap. Yeah, Grove is going to be on Baby Doge Swap, and Baby Doge Swap coming out on October 5th. Anything on Baby Doge Swap will probably have an increase around that time. So yeah, that's definitely good. Dion, you have any cryptos you want to go over like specifically or?
Uh, we talk about Helium if you guys want to talk about a Helium network.
Yeah, yeah, Helium's good.
All right.
Yeah, you can share your screen if you want.
All right. So Helium network. For those of you who don't know what Helium network is it pretty much data by the community, like a data ran crypto project. So pretty much right now, what they have, a few things that are going on with Helium right now is actually, as you guys can see here, they have a Helium Mobile, which is the world's first crypto carrier, which actually partnered with T-Mobile, which is super huge. And in my personal opinion, I haven't really seen any, like not too many crypto projects out there get the amount of just like adoption from large companies like this. Because this isn't the first. We've also had a Dish Network come out with Helium, and quite a few other companies as well. So that's definitely something to look into because they have the mobile token down here, and if you guys want to look into that, they have that on Helium's site. Let's go ahead and take a look over here really quick. So if you guys wanted to sign up, they have a wait list actually where you can sign up on the Helium website as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see that little box right there, but I'm actually mining Helium right now. Like as we speak, I just got like notification that I got a little bit of rewards on my phone. But with Helium, we also have the vote that just went through, the HIP 70 vote, which means Helium will actually be moving over to the Solana blockchain, which would be taking off a lot of strain from the Helium team, so they can actually focus on what Helium is actually designed to do instead of focus on running a blockchain on top of focusing on the data aspect of Helium as well. So I don't know, man. Helium's a lot of stuff going on behind this one. I've got a couple of videos on Helium actually, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, definitely go ahead and check that out on my channel. I think Helium right now is like $5 right now. It was at like 60 during the height of the bull run. So this is definitely a discount on Helium. Not sure how much lower it's going to go, but from what I've been looking at with the market in just general, it's like a lot of people, if people were going to sell, they've probably already sold just about as much as they're going to sell. So really all that's left are the people that are either holding or trading at this point in the market. And I don't think if anybody's going to hold Bitcoin, if anybody's going to not sell Bitcoin, they would have pretty much sold it already. We've gone down to 17K at this point. Everybody's had time to sell out and jump out, especially with like altcoins. Helium's gone from 60 to about $3 at the lowest. So if anybody was going to sell, they'd probably sell like $10. But yeah, that's Helium network right there. So that's definitely one that I've got my eyes on. A few other ones are like VRA, Proton, Reserve Protocol, RSR. And one thing that I was going to talk about before Dwight with Retro Crypto had left off with Proton. So let's jump over to Proton real quick. This is Snip coins right here, which is pretty much a decentralized Twitter that you actually get paid to engage with. So you actually earn Snip coins every time you make a tweet or you make a snip. So let's say you're using Twitter. Every time you make a post, Twitter doesn't reward you for actually making engagement and actually using the platform. With Snip coins, you actually get paid to actually engage on the platform, and this is actually built on Proton. So here's actually one of the updates, and I have a live account set up right here. But I've had to actually log in really quick, so I'm actually gonna unshare my screen so I can log in and let Marcellus take over real quick for a minute.
Yeah. All right. And while you get that started, Trey Staying Scared says polyastic. Yeah, I pulled up polyastic here, but
Polyastic, that's another decent one.
Yeah, it's on Polygon. I know Dwight with Retro Crypto, he did say about Polygon, the admin keys, that they have admin keys, which could be bad. And he said Richard Hart predicted that something bad would happen. But, I mean, if nothing bad happens with the admin keys, then I would say anything on Polygon would probably start to grow, especially Polyastic, the first premium set of digital asset indexes. I haven't looked into it too much, so I don't know too much about Polyastic. But yeah, it could have some potential.
Yeah, I think it had just recently taken off and went up by like 35-40% earlier this morning. Not sure where it's at now. Of course, it's probably pulled back a bit, but
yeah, I think it's at 0.00056. So
oh
yeah, right now it shows there's high activity expected in this area, and also there's some support down here. So we might have another pump, maybe back up to the 6.0 area. So yeah, and we're coming off of an oversold area. So we're probably going to have some buying coming back into
You know, with this project, it's just a lot of people waiting on the index that they're supposed to be launching. So the second they launch that index, I'm pretty sure a lot more volume is going to come through. They actually have a meme coin area where they'll be adding different stuff. So I'm not sure if Baby Doge is on there, but you guys can definitely go and vote that to be added to the index for the meme coin index. And they also have like NFT index, metaverse indexes, and things like that. So it's definitely something good to look into. I actually got a interview with the founders on here with the marketing team on my channel from a few months ago. So if you guys want to look into that, they definitely go over a lot of the stuff that's coming up on the indexes that actually should be coming very, very soon.
Okay, yeah, I have the link here. I'm going to put the link for you guys if y'all want to watch that interview. And that'll definitely be pretty good. That's an exclusive interview. You can only get it on Dion's channel. So go down here and definitely watch that interview.
And they also have a few grants from Polygon Matic, actually. So the project actually got grants directly from Polygon to actually go ahead and develop these indexes. So I think once this index gets put out there to the public, Polygon's definitely going to work on pushing it a bit more. And as the price has been just completely slayed over like the past couple of months, pretty much a year, I'm thinking this is one of those charts where it's just like been hammered down to the point where it's like just so low that once they do actually come out with a working product, it's only up from there, in my personal opinion.
Shout out to Cliff Power. He supported a lot inside of every single live
stream.
Yeah. He's gonna go have some dinner. But yeah, we'll see you later. We'll see you next time we do this live stream. We'll definitely be doing some more of these, and we'll probably do some on Dion's channel too. So if y'all want to sub, you'll definitely see us on there as well. And we'll probably be talking some more about Proton over there. Pierre says Pitbull doing better than Baby Doge during the bear market. So yeah, I mean Pitbull still has some potential. I just like Baby Doge more. And he also says Pitbull will delete 2 zeros this year because they already did ETH. Not too sure what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about the bridge. But yeah, I'll share your screen now.
Oh yeah, so I got my account pulled up. So this is Snip coins under Proton, ticker symbol XPR. So this is pretty much like a Twitter if you were actually like able to actually earn. So like if you were actually able to go on Twitter and actually look up trading markets, there's a built-in trading views here. So as you're scrolling, they're actually working on getting a mobile application as well. So you could actually be looking at the market while you're actually engaging with your friends and stuff. And as you can see on the side here, they have NFT markets, just different blogs and stuff for developers and stuff as well. There's a few developer groups and stuff in here. And you can just save snips and stuff. If you guys go here, so I've earned 5,000 snip tokens just from making posts. So you get a certain amount if you make a post, a certain amount if you post on the story and stuff like that. And you can also go ahead and you can click these different charts up here. And Snip Coins is actually integrated trading view into the Snips platform. So you can actually pull up different charts and stuff of your favorite projects. But it's just something very, very interesting to look into because if a lot of you guys use Twitter, you definitely know there's been a problem with bots and stuff like that lately. So this is definitely a way to get around it because you actually have to use your crypto wallet in order to get in with a Proton. So you have to log in with your Proton wallet down here, and it pretty much filters out the possibility of like bots and things like that. I just want to put it out there just in case anybody was interested in checking it out. It's really, really awesome platform and still early in development. So it's definitely a ground floor project to look into, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that more. Cause I know you were talking about Snips a while ago, and now it's probably still growing. I don't know what the price is though. I can't find it on CoinGecko. I don't know where. Maybe it's on CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, you'd have to check something like a Alcor exchange.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Does anyone in the comments have any specific questions that you want us to go over? We can go over anything y'all want us to go over next. We already went over Lunar Classic. We went over Proton, XRP. We went over Hex, Cardano, Baby Doge, Grove, Pitbull, Snips. We went over a lot of stuff. So yeah, if anyone has anything else, go ahead and put it inside the comments before we go ahead and close the stream. We're at an hour and 30 minutes so far. So yeah, it's been getting long. It's not going to be another 5-hour live stream like last time. But yeah, if anyone has any specific questions, go ahead and do that. And until we get some specific questions, I guess I'll go over one more thing. Let's go ahead and pull all of this back. So for all the people wondering about Lunar Classic, I know a lot of people are still wondering. I wanted to show something in Lunar Classic that a lot of people should look at. Ever since the letdown for the burn, which was this day right here, it was burning a lot. Wait, let me see if I'm sharing the screen. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing the screen. So there was a lot of burns, but ever since the letdown, you can see it's actually been flat, and less people have been trading Lunar Classic. So it kind of shows the direction that Lunar Classic is probably going to end up going. And this right here is for the total burned, which has actually been slowing down a lot, but it's still burning, but it's not burning as fast as it was before. So I think right now it's probably gonna take a break here. But yeah, still we're at 6.5 trillion in circulating supply inside of Lunar Classic. So we'll keep following it to see exactly what's gonna happen. But me personally, I don't think Lunar Classic is gonna. I don't think it's gonna do $1 like everyone's saying. It'd be 6.5 trillion market cap without burning any more coins. But even if we did burn more coins, you'd have to burn like 90% of them, or even almost 99%. And with all the people who are holding, like religiously holding it, I just don't see it getting to $1 and burning enough coins to get there anytime soon. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, no financial advice, just my opinion on it. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and close this out now. We're at 1 hour 31 minutes. Dion, if you want to tell them anything else about your channel, I guess you can tell them about your channel.
Yeah, on my channel, pretty much just go over like economics, like the macro global economic view and things like that lately, especially with Bitcoin going down and stuff like that. I do cover a few projects like Proton, Veracity, VRA, and Helium, and just things like that. Just anything I come across that I think has good fundamentals, or like the team is good or anything like that. I'll go over that and stuff like that on my channel. And I also go over things like see if I can share my screen for like the last 2 seconds. Go over things like big news events, kind of like things like with like Starbucks actually entering the Web3 space. And a lot of people like Starbucks. So if there's a way for them to save money by joining the Starbucks rewards program, which is Web3 integrated, then they're definitely going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to bring a lot of adoption to crypto. And then things with like T-Mobile and Helium. So we're definitely seeing a lot of like Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies and stuff like that showing peaking interest in crypto during the bear market. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, because I know a lot of people are starting to leave crypto now that like the gains are going away and like not too many people are talking about it like that. But that's kind of weird how companies like this, like big companies like this, are actually starting to show interest around the time where like crypto's in a bear market and the hype's pretty much gone. So it's just something to keep in mind. Patience pays off. That's all I can really say at this point. It's just be patient and just wait it out, because if you wait it out, good things will come.
Yeah. Eventually, all the good cryptos, they're gonna shine, and all the scam and meme coins are probably just gonna die out, unless they create actual utility, like how Baby Doe's creating the Baby Doe swap, the wallet, Sheep's creating the game and everything.
Yeah, because in 2017 I was around, but unfortunately I took and sold out a lot of the projects I had, actually around like 3,000 Bitcoin, $3,000 Bitcoin cashed out, and then bull market started up, and I'm like, oh man, I had already moved over to stocks at that point. But this time I learned my lesson and I know better, so I'm definitely gonna be sticking around. Just stick it out. That's all I can say. Stick it out.
Yeah, that's the best method. But yeah, now we're at hour 30 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and close out. Y'all can go ahead and follow Dion's channel over here in the description, in the comments, and on the title. So go ahead and follow him. Follow Retro Crypto. We're gonna be doing more of these live streams. We're gonna do some on their channels as well. So definitely go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to me, subscribe to them, and we'll be back with another live stream. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the intro back, and we'll see you guys on the next live stream.